Good day. I'm Menachem Avichael. This is Trust in Hashem. This week we are going to cover Vayigash, the 11th Parsha of the first book of the Torah. The Torah Parsha Vayigash starts out with Yaakov going down to Mitzrayim. Pharaoh greets Yaakov and is very impressed with him, and he gives him a piece of land. Pharaoh says it's the best piece of land in all of Mitzrayim, in all of Egypt. That piece of land is known as the land of Goshen. In case you don't know where that's at, that is at the mouth of the Nile River. It's the best land in all of Egypt. To this day, Yaakov's descendants actually own that land. It's never been given up by them. So, as time goes on, Yaakov passes on, and the children of Israel, as you know, they do go into slavery. But there's something that's the most important aspect of this week's Parsha, the one that affects us today the most, is in chapter 47, line 20. And the Torah says, on line 20, every Egyptian sold his field, for the famine was very severe for them. Then it continues on in verse 21. This is the extremely important part. Thus the land became Pharaoh's. Joseph was in charge, but it all belonged to Pharaoh. And then he, Joseph, moved the people from city to city, from one end of the Egyptian border to the other. You might say that, well, it's Pharaoh's land, he has the right to do that, but did Joseph really have to do that to the people? Or is this actually a forewarning of what's going to happen to Israel in the future? Let's take a look at when Israel almost 1,000 years later. The country's divided in two, right? And the northern tribes are taken away to other lands. First, Manasseh, half of Manasseh, east of the Jordan River, are taken away with the other two tribes that are there. And then the other tribes east of the Jordan River, north of Yehuda and Benjamin and Shimon, that are scattered around within Yehuda, are taken away. So leaving just the southern tribes, which became known as just Yehuda in time, the major tribe that was down there. The important point is, though, that what Israel does in the future, that's what will happen to them. Many times, that's exactly what the case is. That's what happened here. Joseph took the Egyptians and started chasing them from city to city, moving them from town to town, area to area, coast to coast. That's what happened to the Jewish people. Now the Jewish people are coming back. Slowly, that's for sure. Very, very slowly. It's been over a couple hundred years since some of the major Aliyah waves start coming into Israel. Now they're coming in much in larger quantities because of what's going on in the other countries. Australia is really, any Jew that lives in Australia, I would think they need their head examined. It's time to leave there. Canada? Why would you want to live in Canada? They absolutely hate you there. Europe? You got to be kidding me. England? Don't be ridiculous. America? You think America's much better? Trump tried to stop, actually he did stop Netanyahu from finishing off Hamas. Bibi was going into Qatar. He was going to finish them off. He knew where they were at, all the leaders of Hamas. And Trump makes them apologize for killing them. Can you imagine that? Like Churchill during World War II, trying to kill Hitler. And the American president saying to him, "What are you doing? You can't do that. You got to apologize to Hitler." I'm sure Churchill would have told him to go to, well, you know where he would have told him to go. Israel, it's time to stand on your own with Hashem. May all the people of Israel come home, the gathering of the exiles. May the third temple be built. May the Mashiach come and the resurrection of the dead takes place. This is Menachem Avichal for Trust in Hashem. Have a good Shabbos. Shabbat Shalom.